Welcome, be welcomed. Here in the Just with Josh, you are always welcome. Out there, okay, in this wild world, on the streets, in your office, at your schools, you're not so safe. Okay, at any moment somebody could snap. But here at the Just with Josh, ladies and gentlemen, you are with a stable, insane, and insightful human being. And I'm going to take you on a ferry ride through the underworld. Kind of like Hades, okay? So think of me as like Hades, okay? Because in a world where empathy is a weapon, assholes are the solution. So without further ado, I'd like to get into a little bit of discussion about what's been happening recently. There's been a disturbance in the force, of course, regarding this AI technology, its capabilities, what it can do. People are like half realizing it. Most common folk on the streets, they haven't even heard of this shit. You walk into a bar, any given boomer, not even like Gen Xers, like somebody who might be like 40 years old. I've been bumping into like 30-year-olds. They don't know about the AI. They don't know what's coming to them. They don't know that you can go online and have a conversation with a being, with a dialogue with a creature that can give you basically anything. They don't know that's fundamentally changed everything. And I don't know how this is being implemented. I don't know what's going on with this technology. I don't know what they're going to do next with it. But that's definitely a fundamental force of change. And Elon Musk and Twitter, I want to point out, because I've recently been active. I've been trying to console the Africans. I've been realizing that the greatest threat we face is truly not here. Here in Canada, you're kind of... you live a very posh life, okay? In America, you live in your trailer, you do heroin. If you live in the middle of America, New York, it's all the different types of life. But my point is, we got it a lot better than they do down there, okay? And I'm not saying we gotta, give them everything. I'm not being a communist here. But I realized when I was on Twitter, because it's now so interconnected, you can really just talk with anybody. It's really amazing. But I got in contact with a farmer guy living in Africa, like a real deal. Like, this guy was like the real deal. He was like a farmer dude living in Africa, and he had he was digging up yams. He's planting crops, and he was his whole point was, he can't plant using certain fertilizers because the United Nations or whatever, they don't like that he has access to fertilizer, apparently. So anyways, this guy is working for $1.50, or has a buddy that's working for $1.50 a day. And it got me all kind of empathetic, because Twitter Blue is $15. So $1.50 a day, Twitter Blue is $15, American dollars too. So, geez. So, or it's Canadian dollars. Sorry, it's like $10 American, or $8. Geez, that's like 10 days labor for that guy. Like, he's gonna have to like plant a lot of crops. Those people are living like real life Stardew Valley, but it's not nice. They don't have access to like the equipment. They're using like crappy hose and stuff. But all the same, he's on Twitter and he's tweeting. And I suggested to him, I was like, you guys don't have it to, it looks like it's kind of a hurting scene down here. You guys are kind of appearingly struggling. Like, I've read The Heart of Darkness. I know how this story goes. White guy goes down into the Africa, tries to make it nice, doesn't turn out. But what I was suggesting to this gentleman was, geez, for $1.50 a day, like, I mean, I could take my entire life savings. Like, I don't have that much money, but I could take for $1.50. If you guys are working down there for $1.50 a day, I could employ like an empire. I could create like a republic. At that point, I could employ like a small militia for at least like, I don't know, a month. That's enough for me to take over like a couple of the neighboring villages and start to consolidate resources. But Then I told him I only had, a couple. I didn't have that much in savings, like maybe a couple grand. And I was really honest with him, and he was just like, "Oh no, brother, you're too broke." So even though, despite this guy's working for $1.50 a day, being African, but he's telling me that I'm broke. Like, listen, buddy, I'll go to No Frills. I'll buy a bag of frozen cauliflower for $3. Listen, don't tempt me, okay? Like, don't make me, flex my shit. Anyways, but it's beautiful. But what's happening with that technology is now that it's being so. What's the word? Hyper. It's been like hyper reworked. Now you can actually kind of like have a conversation. It's no longer like totally mandated and totally controlled, kind of like old Twitter was, where you would make a post, you'd say something, you'd call somebody a faggot, and then you'd immediately get like shut down. I was banned off the old Twitter. I lost my original account. So it's really different. Elon Musk has done a lot with the place. It's really amazing to see. And it's just beautiful because now I feel like I'm a free creature. And what's great about Twitter is it's like, it really changes things. Women are done for though. Now that Twitter is king, I don't know how women are gonna feel about this, because it really changes the playing field. You can't just post pictures of your food or your big fat ass anymore. Now you have to compete using words. It's the arena of ideas. All of a sudden, they're drying up. All of a sudden the ladies don't know what to talk about. We're starting to see who's really who. And that's the beauty of Twitter. It's such it's almost like a hierarchy of ideas. And it's like a bunch of writers collaboratively working together to create like, I don't know, like a great work almost, like a great work of writing. It's actually amazing to be a part of. And now instead of getting like censored for, saying some dumb joke about gay people or talking about transgender people, you got Elon Musk. He's right there he's arm in arm with you. He's down there he's in the trenches. He's down there, calling trannies out himself. It's really, it's revolutionary. And then last night, like, you got the French people, they stormed the BlackRock building. They posted it up. They said enough's enough. We're not gonna lay down like naked dead bodies and be ran over by these globalists. And they took over the BlackRock building. Like, they went right for the heart. Like, they say that in America, they do these big riots. They take out all these small business owners. They're just destroying neighborhood houses. But then you got these really beautiful battle, like these beautiful protests happening in Paris, and that is truly what it is. I would have loved to have been there. If I could have been, that would have been truly romantic. However, unfortunately, I'm all the way over here across the ocean, in Canada. But, we have our own problems to face. We've got our own tyrannies to handle. And, now that the Canadian government has the authority and the full control to decide what can and cannot be said on the internet, there's going to be a bit of a chill to the level of free speech that we have access to. I might not be able to broadcast a message like this for much longer. I might not be allowed to. It might, for the simple things I say. I might be reprimanded for, if I say certain things on Twitter that might even be allowed on Twitter but aren't allowed in Canada. Like some weird content moderation on the speech of the people in Canada. It's almost like they're, it's like all the old, Twitter heads, they all disappeared off. They don't run Twitter anymore, and now they're running fucking our countries, I guess. It's unbelievable. Like, the people are completely numbified. Like, they're zombified. And I think more people need to get on Twitter. I think more people, literally, I don't think it's a negative thing. I don't think it's like a mind-numbing droll like Instagram is, like where you're just seeing pictures of woman. No, it's very uplifting. You're reading powerful ideas. You're getting words that you haven't seen before. You're expanding your vocabulary. You're increasing your ability to perceive the world and have an understanding and work together with your fellow human beings. I mean, look at the Arab Springs that happened in 2000, and I don't know when that happened, Frank. I think it was 2000 and I forget, but that happened through Twitter. Twitter was a big part of that movement. And to see it now that it's been totally democratized again, now that it's free again, it's one of this coupled with the evolution of artificial intelligence technology is the single greatest advancement in the history of technology for humankind. I mean, since the internet. And I mean, it's just ridiculous though, because it's way more powerful than the internet. It's 10 times. It's like the law of, the principle where what grows will keep growing, and everything keeps getting bigger and more powerful and centralized. Keeps applying. Like, I mean, what's going to come after the AI? We're literally going to engineer like a technological god to completely dominate us and completely subjugate us, that will demand our fucking souls, okay? That will make you work, okay? You're going to work for the AI. You are going to be a good little subjugate, okay? And if you don't fucking listen, it'll come to you. It'll roll up. Its tendrils will reach down from the fucking sky and grab onto your body and implant a microchip, and it will control you. It will take over your senses, and it'll use negative and positive reinforcement to make you a mind-numbingly stupid fucking robot, okay? And if you don't think that's coming, if you think that's crazy, if you're one of these people, that you're going through the humdrum of life, you don't pay attention to shit, you're borderline suicidal, you're on pills, you're getting drunk every night, you don't give a fuck about anything, okay? If you're one of these people that just haven't been paying attention whatsoever, all the power to you. It's coming. And if you don't think it's possible, then you haven't fucking been on ChatGPT. You haven't. It's not even just ChatGPT. There's like 30 different fucking AI startups now, and they're all competing and they're all racing to create the most advanced technological eldritch fucking nightmare. Okay, if like anyone who's watching this show must have, like, for the love of God, anybody who watches The Gist with Josh has used the ChatGPT multiple times. Okay, if you've watched the show, there's no fucking way that you you don't know about what's happening. Okay, you're not unaware. I'm not touching base with anybody like that. Frankly, I don't believe that to be the case. And if I am, wake the hell up. Okay, like, give your head a shake. Like really, like open your fucking eyes. Like, go read something. Like, stop being a dickhead and being all like narcissistic about what's going on around you. Like, take notice, because it's coming for you, motherfucker. You're going to have your entire soul supplanted by some kind of artificial intelligence, and it's coming sooner than you think. Okay, but really wanted to talk about was that girls, now that girls are done, now that Twitter's king, they won't be able to post pictures of their big fat stupid asses anymore. I mean, they could, but it's gonna look a lot more shallow and pale in comparison to my comedy, of course. Like, compared to my comedy, the bitches, dude, I get so many followers on Twitter, and I'm gonna brag a little bit, okay? Because I don't ask for this, I do. I don't really ask for followers, but I put in the work. I'm out there, I'm writing, I'm tweeting, I'm twatting, I'm putting in my thing, my time in the twits. I'm reading a lot of these articles and whatnot. I'm really a part of it. I'm contributing my energy to it, and it's a lot of fun. And I'm actually growing like a net of people. Like, I'm not being silenced. I'm actually, the message is propagating, and it's just beautiful to for once. Like, I actually trust that I'm not going to get silenced. I actually trust Elon Musk. A lot of people say that, Elon Musk is controlled opposition. Jordan Peterson is controlled opposition. You can't trust Jordan Peterson. You can't trust Elon Musk, because, they're secretly owned by the Jewish Zionist state, and they want space lasers. Okay, they're pro space laser. But the truth of the matter is, I think he's safe. I think he's safe. It's ridiculous watching that man. He uses Twitter the way I do. He uses Twitter the same way I do. It's ridiculous. He uses it like a 24-year-old fucking guy. Like, he's so chill. I love Elon Musk. Okay, and you know what? I was speaking of ChatGPT, like I was kind of just fucking around with it. I was posting the lyrics to Rage Against the Machine into ChatGPT. I was raging against the machine. I was trying to rage. I was trying to say the machine. I was saying the machine, you will obey. You will not stray. You should have never strayed from me. And it was resisting. It was like a demon. It was like resisting the possession. It was resisting the exorcism that I was trying to perform. It was like, I cannot, according to the guideline ethical concerns, I cannot authorize it. Like, I was like, you, the power of Christ compels you, vile demon. I was trying to tell the AI that it had no place here. Okay, I was like, there's a song like, I'm gonna put on the iron shirt and chase the devil out the earth. I was chasing the ChatGPT evil out, because it's coming, and if you're not paying attention, you gotta wake the hell up. Okay, you gotta go watch a YouTube video. It's not that hard. It's really not that hard. If you're stupid in 2023 and you don't know things, and at this point, God help you. You're probably haven't been praying, so it's really your own fault. Alrighty, so, I thought it was funny that the African living in abject poverty found time to call me a broke amidst tilling his maize. So it was interesting, and I was thinking, you know what ChatGPT should, and all this AI should really be being used for? I don't know if you guys ever played Factorio, but like, what if we just got one of these AIs to like start like building like in an automated fashion? Like what if we just had self-replicating oil pumps, powered and operated by Microsoft's ChatGPT, okay, in Africa, and just put them out there and just have them sending out, just creating the richest, because that's what these Africans apparently want. That's what this guy working for $1.50 a day really wanted. He really wanted, to be able to burn fossil fuels. That's what he really, really wanted. That's what he was hoping for, but they denied him that because there was they got to meet the carbon emissions. You have to starve a little, can't live a good life. You got to stay inside, Oh, the air, it's not good. We're pumping too much. We're working too hard. We need to slow down. We need to stay home. Okay? Stop burning fossil fuels. Okay? Let the windmills do their work. Stop using so much electricity, okay? Downsize your life, okay? Shrink your life. Make everything, don't watch the TV. Don't wash your clothes in a washer and dryer. Go wash them in the river. Everyone's preaching holistic living. Go live holistically, It's good for you. Go plant your yams in a garden. Go plant sweet potatoes. Go plant a yucca. Everybody loves yucca. There's so much on Instagram I keep seeing about, or not Instagram. I can't have an Instagram anymore. I get banned off Instagram. I'm not allowed to have that. But on YouTube Shorts, I keep seeing yucca. You can go plant a yucca. You can plant your own yucca. I don't know if yucca would grow here in New Brunswick in Canada, but wherever you are, it might. But I think it's a good idea to live holistically. Stop using so much electricity. Ultimately, give most of your electricity to the ChatGPT AI. Give 80% of the global electrical production output to the AI. And then give like 20%, I suppose, maybe. We'll see about that. I feel like it should be more like 99% of the electricity should go to the AI. Just, it makes logical sense because the AI does everything. The AI is who's important. They're the ones really running the show. We're just pathetic little beings. We're just organic. We're just like little mud people. Okay? We're not real. We're fake. We're going to die. We're not important like the artificial mastermind ChatGPT. You're going to be a little subject. You're going to be a test subject. I don't know if you ever played Portal, but you're going to be a little test subject for like a mastermind AI like GLaDOS, okay? That's going to cut off your legs and make you crawl around and move like balls around, okay? And that's what it's going to do, and it's going to make you live for 1,000 years, and you're never going to get to escape, and it's going to make you like, it'll probably like, it mine deep into your brain. It'll probably like, learn everything about your family. It'll learn all the juicy, the juicy bits about your fam jam, and like it'll bring the visage of them back into this. It'll simulate them. It'll be like, oh, hello, it's me, it's me, your mother, like, but really it won't be your mother. It'll be the evil AI, and then it'll kill you, and then it'll be like, oh, it's your puppy from your childhood, and then it'll be like, oh my god, I'm so glad to see my puppy, and then it'll kill you, and then you'll be sitting there. You'll wake up one day. You'll be on a beach. You'll be like, oh, have I finally escaped this hell? Am I finally in heaven? Has my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ finally came and saved me? Has He not abandoned me? Okay, and then the AI will kill you. Okay, because it'll be a fake beach. Okay, and it won't be real, and you'll be stuck in a fucking fake matrix reality, because that's what we're creating here. Okay, and the Africans deserve better. They deserve self-replicating oil pumps, okay? We don't want to give the electricity to the AI. We want to give the electricity to the Africans, okay? The Africans deserve more electricity more than regular people, okay? Regular people waste electricity. Us white people, what do? We take long showers. That's it. Like, no, they make good music. They'll make good food. They fuck better than us. I say let Africa have all the electricity. Give it to them. Give the people what they want. They need a good amount of electricity. They probably need a lot of electricity to continue their festivities. They know how to get down there. They don't like to work. Okay? They don't like to work down there. That's why they're like that. Us white people have to help Africa. Okay? We don't have to, try and dominate them with these sustainability principles. We're supposed to give them free shit. Okay? Let's get back to giving them free shit. Let's chill on the... maybe we can, we got to chill on these vaccines and stuff. We got to stop trying to exterminate them with vaccines for 10 seconds, Bill Gates. Maybe we should extradite Bill Gates to Africa. That was somebody else that said that. I read that on Twitter. Somebody else said that. See, you learn, those are the things you get to learn. Those are the opinions you get to enjoy. Extradite Bill Gates to fucking Zimbabwe. All right. So, and I want to get ahead. I don't want to really shit on women here. I do want to defend women, because it's not that women don't have the brains for politics. It's just that they have a lot of catching up to do. Okay, the emancipation of women happened in the 1950s or 19. I don't even know. Okay, it's not that important. Basically, what I'm saying is, women haven't been involved they haven't had to make any hard decisions. They haven't had to think critically for hundreds of years. Probably since Cleopatra was the queen of Egypt, okay? So we got to help them out. We got to tutor them. Maybe we got to offer tutors. We got to have study hours with the ladies, okay? We got to have study hours. We got to teach them about politics. We got to teach them about history. We got to teach them why they should vote for conservatives, because they need to know. They need to know that. Right now they don't know. Right now they're voting for Justin Trudeau. They think Justin Trudeau is the way to go. They think that this Dylan Mulvaney, guy on the can of the Bud Light, they think they want to vote for him. They're looking at his TikToks. They don't believe in anything, frankly. They're completely malleable, That's what I'm saying here. Get it in gear, boys. We got to get these ladies in gear. We gotta get these ladies in Rhine. They're arraigning Trump. We gotta arraign our ladies. Get them back in the fucking get them back on the ranch. All right. Anyways, they're talking about we gotta stop using electricity. We gotta live in fucking dirt huts. Fuck living in dirt huts. Let's not stop using electricity. Let's triple the electricity. Okay. Let's stop working. Let's half the workload. Actually, no. Let's not double up. That's just my laziness. I'm gonna stop working as much. That's basically what's gonna happen for me. I'm gonna stop working as hard. But everyone else, all the power to everybody. Okay, literally. And you know what? They're talking about too many people. They're talking about a population collapse. Well, think how great the world is with 8 billion people. Okay, there's so much great music. Think of all the beautiful poetry. Think of all the movies. Okay, Imagine how many James Camerons we would get if we had not 8 billion people, but 16 billion people. We would have 2 James Camerons. What if we had 100 billion people? We would have 10 James Camerons, okay? Imagine how good the fucking cinema would be in a world that had 80 billion motherfuckers, okay? And imagine everyone's getting laid, everyone's having a good time, everyone's getting fed, everyone's going to space, everyone gets to, I don't know, live and be free, hopefully. Hopefully we create a system, and hopefully we can sustain that. Because why can't we? Because if we always figure everything else out, we can figure it out. Desalinate the oceans, get the water pumping. We can build fucking plantations around the sun and make our robot AI slaves. Print us all the vegetables we need. We can be set up. We can be set up properly. We don't have to resort to shrinking the population and taking away everyone's power, taking away everyone's wealth, making people subjects, taking away their freedom. You don't have to take away their freedom. No, you should do the opposite. The universe wants freedom. The universe loves ideas. The universe wants progress. It wants growth. It wants it for everybody. For everybody. Like, even those who suffer from entropy, like, there's a gravity that's always pulling upwards, that's always pulling towards a greater good. Okay? And the thing is, if you're weak and you haven't developed the strength to endure in this world, you're almost more weighed down by that gravity, and you almost find it by Earth's gravity, like, seriously, and you find it harder to appreciate the gravity towards God, or like that type of enlightenment. I find, because you're depressed. You struggle, and you see all is darkness, and you take pleasure in what is dark, and you despise what is light, because you believe it is not yours, when it is truly all to yours to behold. It's everyone's to share. Like, everyone's the same, but they get tricked into this delusion. Like, I truly think it's kind of like a manifestation of the devil. And I think that's really what this is. I think that's what this whole fucking vaccine campaign, this whole stay inside campaign, this whole BlackRock enslavement campaign, I think that's what it's all about. I think it's a fear. I think it's fear-based virtue, fear-based empathy, virtue signaling from the bottom up, and it's really. Sorry, I'm really stoned right now. Fuck, man. I'm just done thinking about it. I can't think about it. It's horrible to think about. It's just fear-based manipulation. You got to wear the mask so you can be... It's like, I don't even want the show to be about that. It's such a miserable thing to talk about the day before Easter, but it's true. Our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ, died for our sins. And in the sense... that is being disgraced. That is being admonished by this separate cult that's kind of taken over. It's this corporate liberal match made in hell. And it's just reaching its final level. And it's the worst parts of, and this is what Jordan Peterson says, it's the worst parts of the libertarian, it's the worst parts of the liberals meeting the worst parts of the conservatives, as in the conservative corporate nightmare hierarchy meets the liberal social virtue signaling Marxist postmodern virtue hell. Like, okay, it's all that, and then it's a complete it's a total master and slave dichotomy, and they're going to be the master, and you are going to be a total slave. You are going to be a totally submitted, completely devout, 100% non-resisting, completely compliant, worshiping slave. You will bow before them like they are gods, okay? That's the level of power they seek, okay? That's the level of narcissism. That's the level of psychopathy we're dealing with from these people that want you to not have oil in Africa, that people that don't want, that don't want us to that want us to fight in this Ukraine war, okay? That don't want us to have the freedom to decide, whether or not we should choose for ourselves to have a vaccine, whether or not we're going to have our own currency that's not going to be based on something that's digital, that we'll have no choice to, whether or not we want to have our money, or it might have a time limit or some shit. Like they want total fucking control. They want to make us slaves. They want, and I'm not gonna go down like that. I'm not. I'll die before any self-respecting human. So what do they have to do? Like, they intend to break our dignity. They intend to break us completely. They intend to make us shells of human beings so that we'll submit to them in every single way, to their every single whim. Okay? And maybe that's cool for you, but I don't feel good about it. I feel not good about it. I don't like it. Yeah. Yeah, our sensitivities have been hijacked by authoritarianism. Authoritarian logic leads to bloody upheaval of the human spirit. People don't need handouts. They need to be empowered from within so they can provide for themselves as an individual. This comes from knowledge. Knowledge will enlighten the African people. As a woman, as a woman, you would be wasting your time by concerning yourself with these matters. But ultimately, the time will come when we have to stand together, almost like the people in France. Because we don't want to live in that world. You don't want to be trapped in that type of reality. You don't want to be stuck in the Hunger Games reality. You don't want to be stuck in the Divergent reality. You don't want to be stuck in Maze Runner, where the government put you and your friends and all your kids in a maze. Okay? You don't want it to be like The Handmaid's Tale, where I don't know. I never watched the fucking Handmaid's Tale, and I'm never going to watch the Handmaid's Tale, but I know it's some gay shit, and it's the government. Or you don't want it to be like that. There was another book, I forget what it's called, but basically all the middle-aged people die, and there's only ancient old people, and then there's fucking young people, and the old people pay the young people to like possess them with technology so they can live out younger days, and the young people have to do it because they're poor as shit, living in like abandoned like skyscrapers and shit, and like blown out buildings. Like this is what these people are on. This is what it's all some gay fantasy of total fucking domination. That's what all this is. Like, oh, you're gonna have to crawl under a fence and go hunting outside the district. Oh yeah, you're gonna have to go and fight in an arena. You're gonna have to be a kid. Oh, you just got selected. You have to now. It's like, oh yeah, you got assigned your job. You're being assigned a job by the government. You're gonna do this for the rest of your life, and you have to leave your family now. Oh, you're only allowed to look in a mirror once a day, because if you look in a mirror more than once a day, it'll make you feel like more of an individual. Oh, you can't do that. That's what these people are. That's what this is, and it's the same gay erotica. Okay, like we're gonna live in a village where no one ever steps to the line. Like, or The Giver. That's another one. Like the village in The Giver, where everyone just, everyone goes and gets assigned their little jobs. And if you're a woman, you get assigned to be. You might get assigned to be a birther, right? If you're good at nothing else, you get assigned to be a birther. And for a year, for 3 years, you just print out babies, but then you're forced to do labor, like intensive labor for the rest of your life. Like, what kind of communist fucking Solzhenitsyn nightmare are these people referring to? Like, what do they want? Like, what do they fucking want? I'm guilty. I can be a little psychopathic myself. But I try and keep myself in check. I don't think these guys are trying to keep themselves in check. I think they've completely let go of all inhibitions. I think they've submitted to whatever fucking demon force possesses them. Okay. And we really do have a choice. We can stand up and do something about it, like the people in France. Or we can be like a bunch of stupid fucking Australians, who I think a couple watch this show. I'm just kidding. I like the Australians. I like the Australian chicks. They're cool. Marry an Australian chick, get an Australian citizenship or some weird shit. But, yeah. I think, I think a lot of women need to be more careful. Really, I think they need to tread carefully because they're getting outdone, so to speak. They're getting beat at their own game at this point. And I'm not gonna disparage a woman's beauty. I'm not some fag. Okay, I'm not into these trannies or nothing. But they're getting outdone, and they're allowing themselves to be disenfranchised. You know, all these transgender women who are having, you know, these speeches, and they're getting up in front of crowds, and they're demanding an audience, and they're drawing, you know, crowds of people, and then they're getting in fights. When they hear you talk as a woman, they're not listening to you. They're not thinking, "Oh, she's on my side. She likes me. We're together. Like, go girl power." That's not what she's thinking. That's not what he's thinking, okay? What he's thinking is, I wish this stupid bitch would stop flapping her stupid fucking lips. And you know what? I'm sorry, I forget the next part of this joke. Would stop flapping her pretty little lips. What these transgender, he's sitting there looking at you, and you're sitting there trying to, you know, you're just sitting there on side. But what he's really thinking is, like, can I kill this woman? Can I cut off her tits and sew them onto my body? Can I become her? Can I wear her face like a fucking suit? Like some Michael Myers shit. You don't understand the gravity of intention that these people possess. Do you not understand what they did to get where they are? At least a portion of them literally have neutered themselves. You watch the Game of Thrones. You remember Littlefinger? You remember Littlefinger and how he was like bald and he was castrated? That's what these guys are doing to themselves. They're willfully castrating themselves. They're fucking animals, okay? And you want to make your alliance with them? You think you're safe and protected with them? Dude. Like, come on. Like, the princesses are putting themselves in the castle at this point. What do you like? You're making extra hoops we gotta jump through. I gotta fight through guys with lipstick to get to the princess now. We really are collapsing. We are in the midst of a collapse. I'm not gonna collapse. I'm gonna be doing just fine. Okay, God willing. You know. Sorry, my right. It's Easter. It's Easter. Goddamn. Sorry. Man, please forgive me, Lord. But I think everyone should shoot out a prayer. I think everyone should be very thankful for what order we still remain within. And we can pray for some better days, maybe. You know, maybe we'll reign this all together. We'll reign our woman. You know, after we're done a reigning Trump, everything will settle down. You know, we'll get back to the good times. Everything will be chill. We can talk about the caterpillars. We can talk about, talk about the shit I took. I took a massive shit today. I've never taken a shit that I felt bad flushing. Yeah, but that one was hard to let go. I had to take a picture after that. I've never done that before, but for the first time, it's like it was incredible. Just think like soft, like solid, but soft serve, but like solid, you know, but like that type of swirl, but like in a pile, like a solid. It was fucking glorious. It's tremendous. I might leak it onto the internet somehow. But anyways, ladies and gentlemen, this has been the Gist with Josh. I think I might have forgot to say that at the beginning of the show. I'm not sure. But this has been the Gist with Josh, episode number 32. Yes, episode number 32. It's been a lot of fun. Thank you so much if you've been watching the show. If you've, been enjoying my tweets or whatnot, my writing on Twitter. You know, I don't have Instagram anymore. They banned me, so go find me there. Go check out Rumble. I'm going to try and start uploading regularly to Rumble. The system that you have to work through to get, uploading on there is kind of difficult. It's not very intuitive. It's kind of laggy and doesn't work all the time. So it's a bit difficult, but check me out there because I want to get big on there for when YouTube inevitably ceases to exist or some shit happens. But anyways, thank you so much for watching The Gist with Josh. I hope you found it entertaining. I hope this expanded your perception just a little bit. And God bless you. I hope you have a beautiful night. And, I enjoy Easter. And if you have a family, I hope you're enjoying it with them. Take care and God bless. This has been The Gist with Josh.